Hello everyone, this is Martin and welcome to this new weekly video. Take a look at my trader friend right over here. He seems pretty happy, even though he's got a very small account. He's making a little bit of money, but he's happy because he is following his daily routine. Now, it's so important to keep an active daily routine with regards to your Forex trading. You've heard me say many times, follow the process. One of the most important things you can do is to keep engaged in the trading process. This means that at least for half an hour every day, you'll open up your computer and look at the markets. There are no excuses for you not to do this. Later on in this video, I'll tell you what to look for and how this can help you gain more insight in spotting potential trade setups. Okay, let's start. This is me right over here. Again, my name is Martin and I'm the originator of the ABC free Forex signals. And guys, we've been doing pretty good. I've been running this program. It's an absolutely free program. There's no opt-in form to fill out. There's no credit card information to give me or anything like that. Absolutely free. And if you want to receive your free Forex signals, send me your email address. Send me an email letting me know that you want to receive my free signals, and you can send it right here. You can see mskyj007@gmail.com. Okay, so that's where you send it to. I'm a proud Canadian trader. You can see that with the red maple leaf flag right there. So let's start. And before we look at the charts, before we look at this past week's trade activity, I need you to take a look at my humble disclaimer. I want you to know my free signal service is an educational program only. I'm trying to teach you how to trade correctly and not give you any specific investment advice. Only risk the amount of money that you can afford to lose, but remember, risk money management is one of the keys to becoming a successful Forex trader. Okay, let's dive right into this past week's review. We're talking about the signals I sent out here. You can see that right here, June the 20th to the 24th. Okay, and before we get into this past week right here, you can see this recent week. We had one trade that was held over from the previous week, previous to this right here. It was on June 16th. I sent you a signal, buy the Euro CAD. We held it over the weekend and it finally ended up being a winner for 47 pips, guys. It hit our updated first take profit. I'll explain what that means because during my updates, I send you I send you daily updates after I give you a free trade signals, what to do with your trade and so on. And so we updated our first take profit. It finally did hit it, 47 pips, okay? And this currency pair appreciated 0.34%. Okay, now this past week, starting with June the 21st, I sent you a free signal by the Euro New Zealand. It actually rocketed up pretty well on the same day. It was a huge winner for 156 pips. It did hit our second take profit and then went beyond that. That's what that plus sign means. So it went well beyond the second take profit. And this currency pair appreciated 0.93%, so almost a full percentage on that, on this win. Okay, so fantastic, guys. The next day, on June the 22nd, I sent you out another signal, sell the Australian dollar versus the USD, and the trade is still open. We haven't closed it yet, okay? And then on this day, June the 23rd, I sent you another signal, buy the British pound CAD. This ended up becoming a loss. We lost approximately 108 pips, and we did limit our loss. Price actually crossed over below the DTL line, which is the dominant trend line. And when it does that, at the close of the candle, we actually closed the trade. So that's what that means, the DTL. And this currency pair depreciated approximately 0.67%. So two winners right here, one loss, one still open. And the actual summary, total pips won 95 pips for this week, June the 22nd. to the 24th, okay? Currency pairs appreciated 0.60%. Okay, so pretty good there, guys. And since I started keeping the stats from the beginning of October 2021, we approximately have amassed 4,635 pips. Okay, over 27 weeks from this date right here, we're averaging 171 pips per week. That's pretty darn good, guys. Okay, and that's another reason for following my free trade signals. And so far, the currency pair has appreciated 29.95% over 27 weeks. So slightly above 1% per week gain, guys. You may be doing a little bit better than that. You may be doing a little bit worse than this, depending on your entries and depending on your trading personality style. So, okay, so that's what happened this past week. And so far things are looking good. Now we're going to look at each individual trade to see the entry, to see the take profit targets I gave you, the stop loss, and so on, and see exactly what happened. Okay, and before I do that, I do want to let you know that I take each and every one of these trades that I send out to you. I take them just like you. Okay, so full transparency, and I need to do this so that I can understand what's going on with my own free trade signals. So I take each and every one of these as well. Okay, so let's take a look. Before just a quick general note, I want you to take a look at this. You can see the markets are contracting again, okay, right here, and I'll explain what that means. Now, this is all the way from June 15th to the 24th, okay, so from here down to the 24th, and the period between the lines is one full day, so this is a 4-hour. This is the actual indicator here is the currency line strength indicator, and I've separated to 4-hour segments. So between each line is 1 day. Okay, so we're going about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. Okay, now you can see up here in the light green, if you follow this. This is the Swiss franc, and you can see it started up here, came back down, went up, down, up, down, up. So choppy right here, and it's down to here. This thick medium blue line is the British pound. You can see it started here, went up, then up here, down, up, and down, up, and slowly falling down, and went up to here, and then down here again. So ended up here. So it's weakening right now. Here's the Australian dollar. See this right here, this line, kind of a beige orange line. So started here, went up to here, down, falling. So the strength of the Australian dollar is falling. Trying to gain a little bit of strength, choppiness right there, down, fell down quite a bit here, down to here, choppy, and then now it's gaining strength again, okay, and it's gone up to here. Okay, so that's what I mean by the currency strength lines indicator. You can gain some general knowledge of this. Let's see, starting with the Australian dollar, you can see that it was trending down lower, losing strength, and now it's starting to gain strength. You can see here with this blue, the British pound was really choppy, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So maybe not a great currency pair to trade because there's no sustained trend. So these are some of the general things you can do when you use this indicator and you analyze the charts every single day. And that's what this video is all about. Staying informed, keeping engaged, opening up your computer every day, even though it may only be for half an hour or so, but this is how you're going to become knowledgeable and help you become a more successful trader. Okay, so let's take a look at the very first trade, guys. This was the buy Euro CAD. I want you to take a look at the entry chart. I'm going to open that up. Okay, this is what I saw when I sent out the signal. So we had a big, huge previous candle right here. This is the DTL line, and you can see we had a huge momentum candle to the upside signal right there. Looks good down below, okay, as far as the cycle indicator and the momentum indicator. And when I sent you out the free signal, this is what I saw with this little white bearish, I'm sorry, white bullish candle. Here's the entry, 1.3653. First take profit target right here. 137.32. Second take profit 137.81. Stop loss down here, guys, 134.99. So I was expecting this trade from here to go up. Okay, so let's take a look and see exactly what happened. Okay, let me just reduce this window. Okay, let's take a look at the big picture. So again, we got in right here, and you can see okay, so we got in right here. The candle actually went all the way up, down, and closed there. Okay, right there. So we had after the first trading day, after I sent you the pre-signal, the candle was in a small win here. The next day, candle went down. You see this black bearish candle went down again right here, and on June the 22nd. I sent you an update, and I'll show you the actual email, to lower your first take profit target. So here's the first take profit target I gave you, 1.3732, okay? And I asked you to lower it and take a profit or close your trade. This was in my instruction to close your trade if price went up over 1.3700. Okay, so I asked you to lower from here to here. Okay, and you can see that after price went down, okay, the next day price went all the way up. See with this white candle right there went all the way up. See the top of this line, this upper wick or shadow, right? That's what this is called. And it did hit and went above our 13700 and then came back down to close right here at the close of this white candle. The next day, again, was a bearish black candle, bit of a, huge bearish doji, and then the next day came right back down again and closed right there. Okay, so you can see with this pair, the volatility goes up here. Here's the candle range from here to here, here to here, all the way from here to here, from here to up there, back down to there. So really, you can see trading in a sideways fashion. Okay, and let me just do this. So right there and right there. So you can see price just going sideways. Now from here, it may go back up again. I'm not too sure. But anyways, trade is closed in profit. Not a huge profit, but a profit nevertheless. Now, I'm going to open up the actual email. And guys, that's what this video is all about. To follow my instructions. Okay, follow my instructions. Let's take a look here. The update, and this was on, I sent you this email on June the 22nd. So regarding the buy EuroCAD, which this is, there's the entry right there, I said, if you're a conservative trader, you may have closed your trade. My trade is still open. So I personally kept my trade open. Currently, price is in profit, and I expect price to go higher. Watch this trade carefully, and if price goes higher to 1.3700 to 1.3718, then you can consider closing this trade, or you can move your first take profit level down just a wee bit from the current level. So those are my instructions, guys. It is so important. After I send you a free trade signal, I always, every single day after that, I send you an update, and all you have to do is follow my instructions and you'll be okay for most of the time. Okay, so that is it for that, for this trade. Congrats. Let me just lower that. So congrats if you won this once price did go above the 13700 with this white bullish candle. Okay, so let's move on, guys. And the next one is the buy the Euro New Zealand. Okay, let's take a look at our entry window. Entry window means this is what I saw when I sent you the free trade signal. So here was our entry right here, okay, at this candle right here. And this green line is the entry candle. This one, the previous candle, is the signal candle. After seeing the signal candle, I saw this. I sent you the free trade signal for you to get into this trade. Here's our first take profit, 1.6719. Second take profit, 167.70. And of course, our stop loss down here, 164.77, in case price from here goes all the way down, which hardly happens. Okay, it doesn't happen that often. So here I was expecting price to go higher, to hit at least a first or a second take profit target. Let's take a look, see what happened, and let me reduce this window, and we'll look at the big picture. Here's the big picture, guys. We got in right here, okay, just like you saw in the right here to the left, at the bottom left, at the entry window, or the right, that's the one when I sent you the free signal. So we got in right there, and guess what? On that particular day, right away, it went all the way up, hit our first take profit, hit our second take profit target, and went beyond that, closed right there, closed beyond that. So terrific winning trade, guys. Congrats to all of you for taking this trade. Now, some of you also sent me emails saying that you missed this trade or whatever. I mean, really, if you have a chance, even later in the day or whatever, like take a look at my emails that I send out to you each day. Try to act on it, because sometimes, and I've said this before, sometimes you miss out a trade, guys, and it ends up being the big winner of the week. Okay, in this case, if you miss this trade, it's too bad. It was the big, huge winner for the week, and that would have helped added to your profits. Okay, so congrats if you took this trade, and fantastic. Let's take a look at the next one now. On June the 22nd, I sent you a sell Australian USD. Let's take a look at my entry window. So here's the signal candle right there. Price is below the detail line. Price went down. It's retraced, okay, but it's kind of down and up. And I thought for sure price was going to come down further. It looks good down here with the cycle indicator and the momentum indicator, okay, and I did give you the entry right there. So the entry right there, okay, this candle, first take profit, second take profit, our stop loss back here, and I thought for sure price was going to go down, okay, so let's take a look, see what happened, and let me close this window again. Come on, I gotta close this window before we can look at the big picture. Okay, there we go. So we got in right there. Again, that candle, and price did go down. Okay, so immediately price went down all the way here. Okay, right there, see the bottom of that line, that wick, that black wick line below the black body candle. Okay, so price did go down, not quite enough to hit our first take profit of 0.68 68.61. It's too bad it didn't go down a little bit further. And like I said, the volatility is not there. The markets are contracting. They're not moving as much as I thought they would. But anyways, the next day price went from here all the way back up to here and closed with this white bullish candle. So again, I'm keeping this trade open. Hopefully you haven't closed it. For you conservative traders, I know sometimes you panic and you see price go against you and you want to close the trade. But guys, there's no reason to close this trade. Price is still well below. This is the DTL line right here. Okay. And so hopefully it's going to reverse and continue going back down and hit at least our first or second take profit target. Okay, so just keep this trade open. That's that. And then on the June the 23rd, let's take a look at our last trade for last week. It was, I sent you the signal, buy the British pound Canadian dollar. Okay, let's take a look. So here's our entry window. Okay, when I saw this and I sent you the signal. Okay, guys, and take a look. Our entry right here. This is what I saw. I saw a little black doji right there. It's the entry 159.19. Our stop loss at 157.11. Our first take profit 159.75. Second take profit 160.14. Okay, and I expected price, or I'm expecting price to go higher. Price is above our DTL line right here. Okay, that's called the dominant trend line. And we had a huge up candle right here, guys. I mean, this shows you amazing upward momentum and bullish strength. We had small candles to the downside. We stayed above the DTL line. And we had a doji and then another candle. This is the signal candle, showed strength. See the big wick below here? So that, there's strength, buyer strength coming into the market. And, you know, I thought, hey, it's got to be good for a bullish signal to the upside, okay? And that didn't happen. So let me just close the entry window, okay? And let's take a look at the big picture. So we got in right there, and you can see it did go up a bit up to there, but then went all the way down there. So, and price closed here with this big bearish candle below the DTL line. One of our rules when you follow the process is if price crosses the DTL line and closes below, then we close our trade. Now from here, price may actually go back up again, or may come back down a bit and then go back up. But because I'm taking a look at this right here, look, two huge white bullish candles. I mean, complete reversal to the downside right here. Here we had price starting here, price comes back down, big huge reversal to the upside, small candles here, wanting to push off the DTL, and then just a complete reversal. So does it make any sense? Well, not really, unless there's some news, some economic news regarding the British pound that propelled it to go lower. But again, this is why the markets are so erratic, so difficult to trade right now. I believe this should have gone higher, but you know, just based on this pattern here, right? But anyways, we'll see what happens. So if anything, guys, and part of this video again, opening up your computer every single day, taking a look, see what's going on, getting a pulse on the market. That's so important, guys. I want you to put this on your watch list. Buy the British pound CAD and see what happens in the next few days or this coming week, and see if it actually goes higher. Does it go lower first a little bit and then go higher, or whatever? Or does it just completely collapse and continue going down lower? So I want you to put this on your watch list, and this is one of the other things it's going to help you learn to to follow some trade setups and see exactly what happens in the coming week or so. Okay, so that is it, guys. Let me just erase that, and we're nearly coming to the end. This is my inspirational message, and your daily routine is part of follow the process. Okay, it's part of this. Now, this is what you do in your daily routine. You, first of all, need to read my daily trade updates. If you would have followed in this past week my trailing update on the first trade, Euro CAD, you would have had a winner. Okay, so that's really important. And after I send you a free signal, I usually send you some sort of update. The updates may be regarding moving your stop loss tighter, maybe or telling you to keep your trade open or closing your trade, whatever. Okay. Next, observe which currencies are getting stronger or weaker. So just generally, which are getting stronger or weaker. And again, I want you to look at this. So here, when you have this indicator, and I gave this to everybody, it's your currency strength lines indicator. So just follow, like each line here, each colored line represents a different individual currency. So, right? So this medium blue, you can see British pound was very weak, gaining strength, but then choppy, and then losing strength again. Same here with the Australian dollar right here. Okay, choppy here, but now gaining strength. So with the Swiss franc down here, you can get some general ideas on currency strength when you take a look at this, and this should be part of your daily routine as well. Okay, now look for noticeable changes in market conditions. Okay, is there something weird or odd going on? Okay, look for choppy markets. Look for trending markets. Which currency pairs or which currencies are trending? Okay, be aware of major news events like bank interest rate changes. That often affects a currency as well. Now, why is this all so important? Well, it keeps you from getting stale, tired, and bored, right? Otherwise, like trading, if you didn't do any of this stuff, trading would be or could be pretty boring. And remember, you're trading by yourself. There's no other buddies trading alongside with you, and that's why it's so important to keep in touch with me and follow the daily updates. Okay, so this is so important. Gives you the pulse of the market. So when you open up your computer screen every single day, for even though it may only be half an hour, it's giving you a pulse of the markets. It's are the markets alive? Are they flat? Are they hopping? Which currency pairs are doing good and not good. And then finally, it's part of your job in your trading career, right? If you want to make money trading Forex, then consider it as a job. I've said this to you over and over again. So it's part of your job, and part of your job is opening up your computer screen and looking at the markets every single day for at least, I don't care if it's not a long time, but at least a half an hour. Okay, so that is that. That's my inspirational message, guys. If you want my basic free trade signals, then send me your email address. So send me an email. Tell me who you are, like just your first name is fine. What country are you from? Okay. And remember, there's no obligation. It is totally free, guys. You don't have to pay for anything. And you can send your email to mine right here. Send it to mine, mskyj007 at gmail.com. Again, mskyj007 at gmail.com. I welcome your emails, guys, okay? And finally, this is it. Cheers from Canada. I'll talk to you again in the next video. If you like this video, if you learned something, click on the like button, guys. I really would appreciate that. And for new people watching this video for the first time, make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. This gets all the next videos into your inbox. Okay, so take care. We'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now.